all you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Elaine, and today I'm going to be talking about In My Seventh Life, I Met a Monster Princess by Sammbon. In this light novel, poor Hugo has been stuck in the ultimate bad rerun, living his life over and over, only to be backstabbed and murdered by his own family each time. 7 lives of betrayal? Yep, I'd be pretty done with it too. So in his 7th go-around, Hugo decides he's over it. Time for some revenge. Now, Hugo's heard whispers about the Archduke's granddaughter, apparently a monster in both power and personality, thinking she might be his ticket to vengeance or, maybe even a quick, merciful end. He throws out a wild proposal to become her groom. Either she'll ally with him, giving him the strength to finally get back at his family, or she'll live up to her bloodthirsty reputation and put him out of his misery. But, surprise, surprise, meeting this so-called monster doesn't go as planned. Turns out, this monster princess isn't exactly what she seems, and Hugo's choice to tie his fate to hers will change everything, whether he's ready for it or not. First off, let's talk about Hugh's revenge plot. He's on life number 7, loaded with all this emotional baggage from his past lives, and somehow, the Archduke and his granddaughter are totally on board with his personal vendetta. Now, I get that they trust him because of Melza's knack for spotting lies and sensing intentions. Plus, they know he's been mistreated by his family in past lives. But come on, just because you know someone's story doesn't mean you sign up for the revenge saga without a second thought, right? The way they're all just nodding along to Hugh's plan has me wondering if anyone in this world has even a hint of hesitation or self-preservation. Their immediate buy-in makes the whole setup feel just a little too convenient, like they're all in a fantasy world where questioning people's motives is unheard of. Then there's the laughter. Oh, the ho-ho-ho laughter. Look, I don't know who these people think they are. Santa Claus? Half of the dialogue reads like a cheesy villain's monologue, and it's supposed to be intimidating, or something. The whole vibe just ends up feeling incredibly forced. I was waiting for someone to whip out a fake beard and hand out presents at any moment. Speaking of misleading vibes, let's talk titles. Maltreza is referred to as a princess, yet she's not actually royalty. Maybe it's nitpicky, but why call it In My 7th Life, I Met a Monster Princess if she's just the monstrous granddaughter of the Archduke? I guess Monster Girl didn't have the same ring, but still a little accuracy in advertising, please. And don't even get me started on the drama over seating arrangements. I mean, Hugh and the gang get offended over the most trivial things. Like, people here are deeply offended by who sits where at the dinner table. Sure, maybe some high society snobs take seating seriously, but this level of outrage just feels like a stretch. I spent more time questioning why the characters cared than actually caring about what happened next. The plot also keeps a lot of things hidden for way too long. Why is Hugh even repeating lives? Did someone curse him? Is he just unlucky? Did he ask for a replay? Nope. The novel just decides we're fine with the mystery, never filling us in, which leaves the story feeling frustratingly unfinished. Hugh's relationship with Melza feels, well, non-existent. Their connection reads more like an alliance of convenience than anything genuine. There's supposed to be this bond building, but their interactions feel surface level at best. For all his past lives and endless rebirths, Hugh's emotional connection with Melza is so thin that I almost forgot they're supposed to care about each other at all. And finally, let's talk about our prodigy swordsman, 15-year-old Hugh. So he's spent a year training under the kingdom's best warrior. Definitely impressive. But somehow that's supposed to be enough for him to go toe-to-toe with knights who've been at this for decades. Really? We're expected to believe that a teenager with roughly 1 year of non-combat experience can outclass seasoned warriors who are not only older and stronger, but have way more reach? Just because he's had good training doesn't mean he's suddenly the kingdom's sword master. It's like seeing someone pick up a violin and master it in 2 lessons. Hugh might be talented, but the story could have given us a little more to make his combat skills feel earned. All in all, In My 7th Life, I Met a Monster Princess has a unique premise, but it just doesn't come together smoothly. While it tries to blend intrigue with fantasy, the unnatural character reactions, seriously, who laughs that much? The way everyone hops on Hugh's revenge plot without much question, and a string of unanswered questions about the story's world and Hugh's past lives leave it feeling disjointed. It's a tale with potential, but the mix of forced cheer, shallow relationships, and plot holes made this one a bumpy read for me, and I wouldn't recommend it to all you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens. And there you have it, my review of In My 7th Life, I Met a Monster Princess. What did you think of my review? Did I leave anything out? What did you think of the light novel if you've read it? How do you feel about vampires and half-vampires? Do you like books with a medieval setting? Let me know down below in the comments. I always like to know what you lovely kings, queens, and in-betweens think. And if you like what you saw here today, please smash that like button until it's blue, subscribe, ring that bell so you always know what's up, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye guys!